¿Qué tal amigos de Stairway to Rock? Otra semana más. Aquí estamos. Dejadme primero saludar a Jordi. Jordi, ¿qué tal?
Muy bien, pasando un poco de calor y como podéis ver, en un sótano extraño.
Bueno, te veo muy moreno, así que eso es bueno.
Gracias. Y yo con nuevo look.
Y sí, mi haircut. Bueno, pues esta semana estamos con la banda ELEINE. Let me change to English, then they can understand me. They are gonna release an EP the 5th of September with Raining Phoenix music called We Stand United. So first of all, congrats for this new work. And how are you? We are with Madeleine and with
Ricard.
Ricard. Yeah. How are you?
Well, thank you guys. We're doing good, and thank you for having us. Yeah, we're excited about the EP for sure.
As with every release, we are very excited to bring it out to the fans, and the EP is definitely an in-between albums kind of thing, and that's always fun.
And why did you decide to issue an EP? Because you're going to tour with Primal Fear, so I suppose it was a perfect moment to issue an, why not an EP?
We got the tour far after we decided to release an EP. So the EP has been in planning to be released at this period for a long time. We always work far ahead where we are standing right now. So it was coincidentally the other way around that the EP was set to be released, and then hey, look, a tour, nice.
And how are you getting the reaction of the fans? Because you have released a YouTube preview, more or less.
Yeah, we released first we released a live clip as well of the Never Forget track from the EP, and then we also released more simple music video for the Promise of Apocalypse, the symphonic version, and the fans have really embraced it, and we're super happy about that because the EP for us was a little bit of a mix and match. There's an intention with all the tracks on it, of course. But you never know, since there's some live tracks, symphonic version, a brand new track. It was a mix and match, but they are truly embracing it. And our patrons, they actually got a sneak peek just a couple of days ago of the new track, We Stand United. And that made us even more hyped because they really loved what they heard. And they heard 45 seconds, I believe, of the song.
45.8. Yeah.
Yeah, so they get super excited. That makes us even more excited. And it seems like they really are embracing this EP.
The live songs in the EP were recorded in Masters of Rock festivals, so how important was that festival for Elaine?
I mean, every show is important for us because we get to see our very, very important fans. And so I believe the question would be, why did we choose that one to record? That is how I interpret your question. I mean, and I hope that I'm interpreting it correctly.
Mhm.
So we would love to record many, many shows, but only certain shows it is possible to do, and only certain shows it feels right to do. We got the possibility to do this, and we took the opportunity within that possibility. And these two songs really stood out to us. We felt like, all right, we're gonna have these on an EP. Let's do it.
Okay, and I have a question to Madeleine, because I read that you have been involved in the production also of this EP. I don't know if it's the first time that you are enrolled on this,
And no, Rick and I, we
no?
have been producing all the albums ever since the start, actually. We're writing all the music together. We are producing everything. So, and also that goes for music videos. So no, it's for sure not the first time.
Do you work also for other
Curious for
bands
you.
or just for your, I mean,
I'm
producing?
sorry?
Do you do this for other bands too, or just for yourself?
No, we
No.
do it for ourselves. Honestly, we have so much work to do with Elaine. So I really cannot see that I would have the time, neither Rickard right now, at least, to work with other bands in that way. But no, we're doing this for Elaine.
Okay, I love the song "We Stand United." Remind
Thank
me,
you.
It reminded me to Amon Amarth. Is Amon Amarth a big influence? The riffing, the guitar riff, it sounds a bit.
I
To
think
your,
there's something in the Swedish water, my friend. A
yeah.
good riff is a good riff, and I do love me some chuggy riffs. Um, no, I wouldn't say that I've been like really inspired in listening to Amon Amarth and then making something similar to that. As per always, we create what we feel is right, and hey, we are Swedish, so maybe there's something lying within us, right, that we're trying to get out.
Yeah, whenever I hear Rickard do a riff that I like, I always let him know. Like
Mm.
whenever he has made a riff, and I'm like, yes, I love that. And I mean, I for sure do like a bunch of One Marth's riffs as well, just
Mm.
as with so many other bands. So I know a good riff when I hear it. And Rickard, he just has the talent of making very good riffs, and it really suits us. So I always let him know. And yeah,
Also, let's talk about Promise of Apocalypse. Why this song? The orchestra version is really to highlight. This song special for you?
definitely. I mean, all our songs are special for us, but we chose to give Promise of Apocalypse more of a highlight on this EP because it is part of the album We Shall Remain, like the full version. And it is a song that we have noticed that fans are embracing and relate to very, very much. And it was not a single for the latest album, and we all know that singles always get a lot of attention, and then the rest of the songs in an album, some people discover it later, and you know how it is. But we wanted to give this one a little bit more of a highlight because we felt, of course, as always, it deserves it, but it has a very important story and message behind it. And when we talked about making a symphonic version, and Rickard started to fill up the gaps that were in the original version with the symphonic arrangements, it just made so much sense to have it as a symphonic version. It gets even more fragile, it gets very vulnerable and more emotional, I'd say. So when I heard that, I just said, yes, this has to be on the EP, because if the original song, hasn't reached some listeners before, we hope it does now. So hopefully at least they discover the symphonic version and then later on the original version.
Time to talk about the name of the band. Your name is Madeleine and the band is ELEINE. So, why did you choose this name? Did you think about other names, possible names?
Yeah, we thought about very, very many names. We sat down and we made a big, huge list, and everything sounded like crap.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, so we said let's just go with it. I really think that it feels like some bands maybe have really put a lot of thought into their band name. Honestly, I don't think that we did in a way. We just went with, nah, this is all right. Let's go. I think we were more eager to actually start the thing because we had our vision already.
Mm.
And we did know that we didn't want to have a super complicated name, at least.
Mm.
That I remember that discussion is many years ago now, but I remember we said, no, it cannot be, super advanced Latin or something. Let's go with something that just rolls off the tongue. And ELEINE really does. So yeah, I think we're one of the bands that, we're just like, let's go.
But then you have never used this ELEINE for you as nickname before, or it was just
People have used it for me. That's why. So I'm like, no, my
okay.
name is Madeleine. Yeah, so that's why.
So in a sense, when people are, if you go behind us, the band, and you scream ELEINE, it's not certain that Madeline will turn around. This face can be turning around and be like, yes, what do you want? So just be prepared. Know our names, please. Or if you want to talk to the entire band, then yes, everyone will turn.
Of course. But also the logo of ELEINE has some Arabic inspiration. So you have cleared this, or how did you choose this? Not the logo, but the name with this
Yeah, with
gold
the things on
color.
the
Yeah.
side. On the side. I haven't reflected on that. I mean, we have a lot of the like oriental touch in our music, and that really comes from the influences of movie scores, like movie music. And I have not reflected on that. I remember the latest, like the actual ELEINE logo as you see it now, and our symbol. This symbol is the end of the logo put together, basically. And we did that, I think it was 2019 or something. I remember we
actually
tried.
when we did it.
Yeah, I remember the day. Actually, we had tried to work with someone, and they really didn't get what ELEINE is. They didn't understand when we tried to explain what we wanted and what we were visualizing. It really turned out like shit. So we actually bought one of these these pads. What are they called in English? Like
These draw pads or what
yeah, like a drawing pad,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Digital stuff you plug in, and we just sat down and just fiddle with it, and then this was created. And I have not reflected on that it had that kind of influences that you mentioned, Yolanda, but it makes sense if you think about that. Everything we do really goes hand in hand, basically. So that's nice to hear.
Very, very
No,
cool.
but
Yes, and
maybe it's
obviously
because of
not
your,
a
sorry.
and it's not an Arabic influence at all. It's something that we felt was oh, this looks very nice. This feels like us. And as Madeline said, the symbol, I got it right here as well. This symbol
Yeah.
the ends put together, and then we realized, holy shit, it kind of looks like the makeup I'm putting on. So everything just felt so right. We're like, all right, this feels great. Let's go. And we even have it tattooed now, so we're in it.
Ooh.
In it for life, you know.
Nowadays, you are three members of the band. Am I right? And the other one has the same tattoo or not?
No, he has no tattoos.
Okay,
He
like
has
me.
the tattoo in his heart. Yeah.
So before that, amazing tattoo. I need
Yeah.
to say that, wow, it's
Thank you.
so
Okay, we will good and can
Yes,
continue.
that will be perfect. Thank you,
Yolanda.
guys.
because I don't know if my next question is properly, but you also published on February a statement about kicking off two band members saying acting inappropriately with our fans.
Yes.
This kind of strange, no? Let's say.
Correct. And we do everything to protect our fans because we highly value our fans, and they were not doing that to our fans. Without our fans, we would not even exist. So when they act inappropriately towards fans, we kick them out of the band.
And we have been using that statement, and we're keeping to that statement for now, at least, because we are very protective of the people that has been involved, which is some of our fans. So that's why whenever, if you would give any more details, there's always people at Reddit that think that they know things that they don't, and people that happily actually work on corpses to try and gain fame themselves. And we really want to avoid that in all of the respect of our fans. So this happened. It was nothing that we really expected that we had to do. And we can just share, like, very open-heartedly. It is a terrible chapter in our lives, in our career. It was really a big fist in the face from the right. It was terrible timing. But we want to believe that there's lessons we need to go through in life, and hopefully things lead to better things in the future as well. So we're always open for talking about it, but it's really a heavy chapter for ELEINE, and we're very grateful to see that now after that it feels as if it's been going in a good direction. Actually, fans has been becoming closer. They've been so supportive. Like, it's been so beautiful to see how supportive fans really has been towards us as well. And I know that you have to leave, Rickard. That's why
Yeah, I just want to
yeah.
add here that for us, this is how we work. If you don't treat fans with respect and stuff like that, then you have nothing to do in the band. It's as easy as that. That is exactly how we work. We are Legion. Together we are strong. Together we are ELEINE. And if you don't act in a good way, and if you're not respectful, you're out.
Yeah, but
Speaking
then
of,
you have
I
forgotten
need to
why.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
Great.
very
You
much
leave, Ricker. Thank
for
you.
this time.
Thank you guys very
Have a
much.
great
I'm
stream.
sorry that I had to leave, but you
Yeah.
guys keep on going. And Madeline, I'll talk to you later. All right.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I want
So,
to. No, please come on, Elaine.
no, I just wanted to add to what Ricker said, just to kind of round it off, that if you act in that way, you kind of forget where you come from. And if you forget where you come from and why you're able to be on stage, then you have nothing left there to do. You know, you have to stay grounded and remember that the fans are the ones that actually make all of this possible for you. If you start to take that for granted and you forget about where you come from, you're far off.
I want to say that for me, Elaine was a really good band, but after listening and reviewing your last EP, I got my brain makes the click, and I think that you got something really big that I think the band is growing. So I want to ask you about if you are nowadays in the best moment of your career.
Oh, it's a nice question though. It is difficult sometimes to reflect on it because you're so stressed about work. There's so many things to do. Like now we're preparing for the release and the tour and everything. It is hard sometimes to stop and reflect over where you are. And now when you're asking me, I would actually like to say, yeah, I think we are. I haven't thought about that. So I'm actually happy that you're asking, because I really think that we are. Even if this year has been incredibly heavy with what we just talked about with the previous band members and whatnot, and decisions you have to take that you wish that you didn't have to. I do think we're at the best place so far in our career. We have an amazing fan community and fan base in general, and we are working very hard, and we know what we're doing here. We have our sound and everything. So I think it's a yes on that one, actually. I'm grateful for the question.
So, which do you think is the best formula? So, publishing new albums, never stop touring.
What is the best
Formula.
Well, honestly, never forget why you're doing this. I guess that is the best thing as a foundation, right? But yeah, always continue to create. Never stop creating. And if you find yourself in a moment of where you feel like, oh, I have no creativity left, you just need a small change often. You know, I mean, I've been going through deep depression, and that was not easy to feel creative. I can tell you that. But with actually the beautiful daily reminder of the fans and how supportive they are and how they were like super hyped about new things, it really helps you to like pull yourself out of bed, and it helps you to go through the day and actually try at least to create something. And yeah, never stop creating for sure. And of course, touring is fun because you get to see the crowd. I mean, the reward in everything that we do, in all the deadlines we have, and all the stress you're going through as a person, the reward is always to see the crowd when you go on stage, to have that moment together for an hour or how long you play, to have that together with the crowd. It is a thing that is larger than life. It is a moment where it's just magical, you know. It is very difficult to describe, but that is what I live for and why I'm doing all of this.
Yolanda, I think we are running out of time.
Okay.
But
Oh yeah, but
you
please
have
ask
more
me
interviews
questions.
today?
Yeah, we have one at 6, but I'm curious, how many questions do you have left?
no, we are going to do the last ones. So we got to 3 special questions at the end. But I want to ask you, what if Tobias Sammet from Avantasia or Arjen Lucassen called you for Aileon or Avantasia, would you love to participate? Because you've got a special voice, I think.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Of course, it would be interesting as long as I can continue with ELEINE and do our things as number one. then I'm happy. You see, ELEINE is my is my life. It's my biggest life passion. So, you know, I wouldn't want to jeopardize that in any way. But of course, something like that would be very, very fun, obviously.
Okay, so the classical questions that we usually publish in our web. Do you remember the first album that you bought with your own money?
Oh, it feels like 100 years ago. It really does. I should have remembered. But if I can be very honest, it feels like I should have remembered it because I should have remembered it if it actually had a meaning for me. I think the first album that I bought, I cannot recall because I don't think it was good, to be very honest. I do remember like more special moments though. I remember the first pre-order I did. That was
Okay, that's
it was
also
a bundle with Sonata Arctica. They released an album called what was the album? I don't want to quote it wrong now because, you know, me and titles, I'm a terrible fan in general. Um, Days of Grey or something like that. Maybe you can look it up later. I remember it was back in 2008 or something. They had a bundle that they released as a pre-order. You got a T-shirt, you got this this digibook kind of thing and everything. And I remember how much that meant to me because it actually came out on my birthday. So it's like,
oh
yes. Ah, it was a beautiful album. I never forget that.
Okay, could you remember the first time you cried in a concert? Do you remember the band and the song that moved you so deeply?
Oh, like any concert?
Yeah, for the first time.
I do remember seeing Gary Moore live on Sweden Rock in 2010 was it was quite magical. That is more rock and blues, obviously, right? But still, that really hit home. And I remember Iron Maiden a couple of years before that was also it did a lot to me because I was a teenager. You know, it was a big moment to see someone so energized on stage. It was so cool to see. Um, and also at the same time, I am not the best person going to concerts myself. I am not very comfortable in big crowds. I do prefer to be on
on a
stage.
stage.
I really do. I have not been to many festivals. I've been to more festivals playing in my band than I've actually visited myself. But also I do remember like emotional, yeah, in a way, in a crazy way, I guess. But Slipknot a few years ago, wow,
With a
it's really
Slipknot.
Slipknot, they
Wow.
deserve, wow, they truly deserve all the success they have reached because what they did to a Swedish crowd on a Monday, I saw people go from, oh, it's Monday in Sweden to taking off their shirts, being all wild. Absolutely mind blowing. They are like Corey as a front person, absolutely amazing. Like truly incredible.
Okay, I like that answer.
Yeah,
And the last one, or
No, maybe
yeah,
the
please.
saludo.
saludo? Okay.
No,
So
let's go with the last one if you feel like
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I really want you to.
It's fast. It's just if you can say a short saying, "Hello, I am Madeline from ELEINE. Please check my interview for Stairway to Rock." Stairway to Rock.
Stairway to
Start.
Rock. I
Yes,
should say
it's
please listen to my interview with
yeah,
Stairway to
or
Rock.
exactly.
All right. Let's see if I remember this. I'm not very good with verbal instructions. Hi everyone, I'm Madeline from the band ELEINE, and I encourage you to listen to my interview here at Stairway to Rock.
Thank you very much.
It
Perfect.
was truly a pleasure to meet you guys. Listen,
Yeah.
next year, as we said, the EP is a bridge between full-length albums. And next year there will be way more to come. So we would love to actually have a longer chat with you. I think we should have more than 30 minutes scheduled next time.
Yeah, it's a
You're way
pity.
too fun and interesting. So please, let's do that.
I am waiting. Maybe I am in Berlin seeing Primal Fear, and you are the guest band. So cross fingers, but probably I will be there.
That would be
Barcelona.
amazing.
Yes, and
In
in
Barcelona?
November.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Okay, so
See
see
you
you there.
there.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Say thank you to Ricard.
I Well, thank you guys so very much. Please take care and have a beautiful day.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.